Hello, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at a replay of Evelynn in Gold MMR, where we look at how you can carry a game, I guess, against some of the more annoying champs in the meta, so like LeBlanc and Ivern and stuff like that. Generally, I want to mention also this account is like just random account I played, and I got it from unranked to Diamond for 50 LP in one day or something like that. I played like a lot, but yeah, we got something like this. I mean, this is one win and one loss more, and we played every game solo and every game streamed and stuff like that. And so yeah, 31 wins and 6 losses is what it took to get Diamond, and then I played like a few more games. Yeah, but let's get right into this game, I suppose. So this is one of the games from Gold MMR. So I was mostly playing Evelynn until like Diamond something MMR, and then I played mostly Cortis, because I think that having a champion that can fight early game is just a lot more enjoyable for both yourself and your teammates. Though you can still play Evelynn, I still sometimes pick it. I just don't think it's that enjoyable when you get to like Master more, because you have to realize that once I got to Plat Elo on the account, I was playing in Master, and now I'm like Diamond 4, and I'm playing in like Mid Master, High Master, I don't know, whatever. I think Mid Master. I don't even remember, honestly. So yeah, I mean, normal stuff, we're just clearing a little bit, not too much to say, right? But to note, our laners already died, like mid lane died, top lane died solo, so pretty interesting. But we just clear. We are just chilling, right? So you look at top lane, you see, well, that guy's like full HP, Darius just like doing whatever, going to river. But if we look from my POV, right, like this is just completely dark, right? Like there's just nothing for me to really do there. And the problem is also, if you walk into Ivern as Evelynn, he will actually solo kill you, because the champ is known for being balanced right now, and he gets like a bit of damage in bushes and stuff. So here though, you can see that what ends up happening is that, I mean, my bot lane just dies, right? And then these two are like low HP, so I'm thinking, okay, well, if I can like somehow sneak in, maybe I can like kill one of these, but I couldn't, so I just take this and move on. I tried to fight this guy, and I'm thinking like my Riven can come maybe, but then I'm like, okay, well, maybe not. But I still have my Trash coming, so I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking like, enemy bot lane is like really low, right? Since enemy bot lane is like really low, if they do come, then most likely we can fight them and like at least trade kill for those people. And trade killing is already like pretty decent for me, because you have to realize that if we're 0-5, I see that as being worse than if we're 2-5. Because, okay, let's go a bit deeper into this concept, I suppose. Imagine that you have 0 kills and enemy has 10, right? That's pretty bad. Enemy just up 3k gold, right? You have like nothing, they have like items, right? Well, it kind of sucks, right? I mean, it's more than 3k gold even, because assists as well, but let's just say 3k. And then now, let's imagine that you have 90 kills and enemy has 100 kills, right? Now you don't actually care that they have 10 more kills, because it doesn't matter. Because, okay, they still have more gold, right? In that sense, but at this point you have all the items, right? Obviously 90, 100 is a bit exaggerated, but let's say, I don't know, like 30 to 40. Like, okay, it's not the best, but it's not horrible. Like 0 to 10, right? So trading kills is pretty chill. If we can fight a bit, that would be pretty nice as well. This guy does come, but I have teammates also, but then they're like just being a bit special. But this guy's just like a chill kill for this, so I get myself a little juicer here, but it's like running away, and I think my Riven gets this actually. I don't know, my Trash can't hit the spell, and my Riven gets the kill. I'm like, okay, I guess. Just looking if they need me for anything. If not, I'll just go back to clearing. So right now, if we look, I have Dark Seal, I got a stack, I already got a base off, right? Ivern just based now because he died, but he didn't really base before. And I also did more camps than him, so we know I'm ahead of him. So that's like kind of chill for me. mean, my whole team is behind. We would hope that Riven does well now, right? After getting a free kill, but I don't know. He has double buffs and a free kill, and I mean, I won't spoil anything. I won't say. Yeah. Classic. So then the mid wave is here. So there are two purposes to walking mid when your mid laner dies, and the mid wave is like this, right? One purpose is to not let the enemy mid laner crash. Another purpose is, though, that you can try to kill the enemy mid laner. If the enemy mid laner doesn't get to crash, then he's either gonna have to TP or he's gonna lose some minions, so at least you deny him in some way, while it costs you very, very little. And also having the chance to maybe kill him if he tries to force a crash or something is a pretty decent benefit usually. You oftentimes also get the enemy jungler to come. So as you can see, the map is like completely dark. The only ward we have is here. And yeah, I don't know. Placed by Jhin. Okay, I guess. But we're just trying to get to level 6 as fast as possible. At this point though, here I'm not too worried about Ivern because, I mean, worst case scenario, I can run away. And I do have a level 6 Kale here, so since my Kale is up XP, I can actually try to fight this guy. Should be pretty chill. But somehow, we don't really like use anything. Like, if you look, it's like we have so much, but we just use like nothing, you know? Like my Kale, I mean, she doesn't have Q, but she has like W, right? And she's gonna have Q soon. I'm thinking that this guy will like try to do something and that Ivern might be here or something, but I'm like, okay, I guess not. But then since she doesn't use W to speed me, I don't actually get to him in time to use my charm, which sucks. Though I probably shouldn't have walked back. I just thought that they would try to turn or something, I don't know. Especially because I thought that, oh yeah, I was also thinking that, look, so it might look strange to you, but the thing is, it's 6 minutes, right? And Darius isn't level 6 yet, right? So if you look at his XP, I'm thinking, okay, well, this is the cannon wave that comes at 5:30, right? And you have to realize that this is a timer for solo laners. Like at 5:30, they get level 6. So I'm thinking, well, this guy's not level 6 yet. It's 6 minutes, and this cannon gives him a lot of XP. I'm thinking like, okay, well, if he kills this cannon, he likely gets 6, right? But I mean, he just lost too much XP, so doesn't have it yet. And that's why I turned, because you can see I turn as he kills the cannon. This is not... I mean, this is something you do have to think about sometimes, though. You do have to be careful, because this is how solo laners end up, like, 1v2ing you. Like, see? Literally, this is when I turn, but then I see, oh. Yes, he's not level 6, so I go. Pretty chill concept for you, though. But here I actually get punished for it. So, if I was a bit more brain dead and just ran in, I would kill him. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter, because I can just deny him every wave here. Because he doesn't have TP, right? So either he stays and I dive him like this, or he doesn't stay and he just loses like 10 waves and Kale is huge. And yeah. Take this. Enemy LeBlanc is moving, so we just fuck off. I'm pretty sure they're hunting me, so I just like run off to Narnia. And they are hunting me, of course. When you're like the only one that's really ahead in the game. I mean, Mikhail is doing okay, let's say. She's like even in CS. She got solo killed once, but not so bad. I mean, the fact she's even in CS after Darius lost all of this when I ganked him, right, means that she was like kind of losing a decent amount, right? Like, if I didn't gank him and he didn't lose the CS, he would probably be like 15 CS ahead and a solo kill, so yeah, pretty behind in terms of that. But then we clear again a little bit. I'm just like chilling, waiting, like seeing what I can like do on the map, right? But like right now, if you look at the map, like, okay, these two are playing together, but I can't even kill these champs because one of them goes perma invis and one of them just dashes 20 times. Maybe kill the Twitch champ, but if you look, my ADC is 1 HP and there's spacing, so what am I gonna do there? But what I saw here is, okay, so my Riven is like perma trading and fighting and fist fighting, right? And I don't know, He's like level 6 and she's 1 and 4, right? But you might think, okay, well, I shouldn't do anything. This guy's just like useless, right? But it's not always the case, because if they're like fist fighting, then likely they're at least gonna be like lower HP, right? And since this guy lost his passive to Riven, it's like so free kill for me, low key. So then I got a shutdown, and this is like really huge for me. I really wanted to go fight Ivern now, because if I show you, like, this guy walked up and he killed my top laner, but he lost some HP, right? And when people lose some HP, it's like a lot easier to kill them. But sadly here, it was a bit too difficult with the pink ward situation. He walks into me and flashes in place, which is a typical gold thing to do. I don't really know what to tell you about that. But yeah, if we look at the game state right now, so when you're playing the game, you assess the game state as you go, right? So right now I'm thinking, okay, well, my bot lane is behind and getting kinda outscaled, I think. My mid lane is behind and getting kinda outscaled. I mean, at the end of the day, Riven at some point will be a better champion than LeBlanc, but it's gonna take a really long time. So I would say that LeBlanc is outscaling her right now because of the amount of gold. Like, if you have 2k more gold than LeBlanc, and especially with this current static shiv LeBlanc thing, there is just no way, right? And then top lane is behind, but he's at least scaling. But it's not like enemy top laner doesn't scale, so it's kind of meh. Kind of meh situation. You might think it's good, like enemy bot lane got, I mean, my bot lane got a shutdown, but the shutdown went to trash, which is honestly like worse for me than if nothing happened, because that just means that there's one less shutdown I can collect on the map. Then okay, like this guy's just checking for me, nothing, like I can't even see anything here. I'm just like, well, I don't know, whole enemy team is like disappearing off the map, my laners are dying, disaster, right? Disaster. Like, what are doing, guys? A mid lane is dead, so I kind of want to go mid lane and at least not lose like 50 plates here, because losing 50 plates here would be kinda unfun. I'm gonna be honest with you. For fuck's sake, man. Can I stop moving my camera? So she keeps trying to check for me because I don't know. And then I find her and I'm just like, okay, I guess. Sadly though, I missed my first Q. And the thing is, I just don't really have the damage to kill her here because I missed my first Q. The idea is actually like really good, but the way I use my Q is just bad. Like if you look, the way I position myself is bad, you know, because look, so I want to show you this. The main issue here for me with positioning is I don't have ult, and the Ivern could be here somewhere. It doesn't make too much sense because I don't really know what I'm doing, right? But he could still be in the area and come really quickly. So I'm thinking like here, I can either position on this side and like right here, right? Or I can position on this side and be like right here, or I can position right here. But this one is the worst, and I chose this one for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just don't know why. Just autopilot. These two positions are much better because if you look, the wall will block off one way she can dodge, and then she can't dodge like this, so she can only like try to dodge like this, but she won't have enough time anyway because I can just Q like this, you know? Like if I stand right here or right here, then I put my cursor right here, my Q is undodgeable. But instead I reacted a bit too late. She actually got out of, she actually got like, he started moving really quickly as well, and it's just like doomed, right? Because I lose so much damage by missing my Q. Okay. My Q, the thing is like I think it's just 250, right? Yeah. Just don't react in time and just make myself play a harder game. But the thing is, like, she's gonna get W soon anyway, because you have to realize that her W cooldown starts when she casts it and not when she like comes back. So I think that the way I back off is good though, because otherwise she can escape me anyway. Kinda useless. Everyone can chase us if she wants. I don't really care. I also insta spot Iron. Like the thing is, like this whole time you have to be thinking that Iron's still maybe in the area, right? Like this is how a lot of you throw your games and like int them away. Like Iron didn't show yet, right? He still didn't show. Wait, sick man. Still didn't show, right? Like I'm turning away because Iron could literally be right here. She gets W. Iron could be right here. This could be a disaster for me, right? I mean, Iron shows now, but now it's useless your turn. That's the thing. Or well, useless your turn back because I'm too far anyway, and she has W anyway. We take this, keep fighting the Ivern. But the LeBlanc just spawns out of, I don't know, air. This is not too bad for me. Not too bad. Can maybe look for theirs, right? People usually greed for plates, especially in lower elo. So if you see that a plate is below like half HP, then likely the laner will greed for it and die for it. Pretty funny scenario, situation thing. And then, I don't know, unplayable fight. Can't really do shit. And at this point, you just kind of want to take Herald, if possible. The only issue you do have is that you don't have ult, so if you don't have ult, if they do walk into you, you can have a bit of a problem there. But I just go hunt them because this is a thing I always do. Like, the thing is, enemy mid laner is half HP, right? And enemy jungler also ends up half HP, right? And when people are like half HP, if you just walk into them, you kill them, even without ult, right? I mean, it makes sense. And the lower HP people are, the more advantageous it is for you when you're a stealth champion. Like, it's really disgusting to play, right? Because if he was full HP, he will never die to me, and I will die to them. But since they're low HP, like, what are they gonna do about it? This guy actually spaced this really well, though. He realized that he can't turn on me at all. And then we do the Herald. So if we do a little game state check again, yeah, my laners are doing pretty good, I guess. So in terms of gold, we're down 4k gold somehow, or well, 3.5k. Can happen, I suppose. A lot of that is in... I mean, honestly, everyone is down except Trash. So, I don't know what to tell you. It's just... they're just down. Though if I can get Herald, I can maybe get first tower, and that would give us quite a bit of gold. Especially if I can get it solo, that would be amazing. So since I have Herald now, my goal is to find a lane I can place it in, kinda. It's kinda a pretty big thing now. So we're just like, okay, well, if I can go mid lane and maybe like Herald this, it could be pretty good, right? Like bot lane is worse, you know. But the enemy LeBlanc just disappears, and I'm like, well, shit. And now, I kind of gave up on it because the thing is, like, these two are hovering the bot lane, so I can't really do shit in bot lane. And I mean, I could just spawn Herald in mid and take 2 plates or something. But I don't really want to do that for 2 reasons. Because first of all, when I do that, I'm showing myself for 300 gold. And second of all, I'm giving them all, like, not all of the XP, but most of the XP that I got for doing the Herald. So I'm kind of trading XP for gold. I don't know. And I'm trading my time at the same time, when I would rather do something else with my time. Right. I place the Herald here. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it'll take the tower, possibly. Copium. Hopium. Because I would really like to get, like, the other thing is, while I would get some gold for placing it here, right? I really want to get my bot lane out of lane, which is something I talked about in my other video with, like, the Herald thing, right? If I can get these two out of lane, then I can put them in mid lane. They can, like, move for me. They have, like, utility champs. And they can also stonewall the LeBlanc so she doesn't, like, perma do shit, and my Ribbon can go side lane, and maybe she actually doesn't die to air. Should be pretty nice. Getting this dragon would be really nice as well, but meh, looks pretty difficult considering LeBlanc just took the tower. Enemy jungler spot side. And my mid laner is perma dead. But I'll try it anyway. Mostly because the enemy ADC died, but as I said, pretty difficult. Pretty difficult. My team is trying to make a play top lane for whatever reason, and I'm just like, okay, I guess. So at this point, we really wanna get like something, I don't know, a kill, a wave or something, so that I get 11, and then I get a much better ultimate, and that'll be pretty good for me, to say the least. Yeah, just look for a random pick. Not much to really say about that. There is not much of a random pick. We do have summoners and Thresh though, so that guy could engage for me and do something. But he did whatever this is instead. He didn't do anything useful, so I just let him die. I just look for a pick, but Shaco is such a fun champion. We're the most talented players of them all. Honestly, in hindsight, if I look at this, I was looking to outplay this with Thresh, but realistically, I think it would have been much better if I just walked away from this play at like already before this, like before this even happens, and I just walked upside. I take his camps, I take my camps, and I would be in a better spot. The only real issue with that is that Ivern doesn't care too much about his camps, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. This is cope though. Trying to contest this dragon is just really cope. This is what people often do. I kind of stopped doing this, but I still sometimes do it in Lorela. Mostly because of ego. I just say, well, I can outplay it, whatever. But there is no outplaying these champions. Because Shaco spawns his clone, and his clone fears you without any counterplay, because if you don't kill it, then it just kills you 1v1 for fun. It's lovely. Because it slows with auto attacks as well for some reason. My Thresh really wants that dragon for some reason. But then here, I look for a pick, and the thing is, this can work, because you have to realize that I can know if they have vision of this bush, or well, a pink ward in this bush, right? Because that's the only vision that shows me. So I'm just like, well, if I just sit here, what are the odds that the enemy realizes the way that they're supposed to walk so that I don't actually get to do anything? Like, that LeBlanc has to check the bush, or that Ivern has to, like, camp them and, like, shield them or something, right? Like, there's just no way. And when they go for my Jhin, like, you just use the Jhin as a trap, you know? Like, you can use your teammates as bait so often. My Jhin dies maybe as well if LeBlanc decides to use her spells, but I think she wasted them all trying to hit me or something. So now we got a kill, we're pretty happy, we used our ult. My Kayle is trying to take my camps for that reason. So at this point I'm just thinking like, the fuck is going on? Like, am I getting griefed now? I'm just like sitting here praying like, please don't take all of my camps. You little depressed loser. And then I'm like, okay, maybe not a depressed loser. Could maybe go top lane here and try to kill him, but I'm just like, eh. I hide here and I ping him like 20 times my Kayle to come. So I just wait for him to come, kite to him, and I mean, I only go into this because I see he came, but he came too late anyway, I don't know why. Honestly, we both fucked this up though, because I could skip the red buff and just walk top lane, I think, and just kill him, for sure. And he could just like walk up instantly when the Darius is walking into me, but I mean, okay. We both kind of fucked this up, so. I mean, she really hates using her W for movement speed though, for some reason. I don't know why. The thing with this though is that I didn't exactly want to walk into him, because you have to realize that I don't think it's correct to walk straight top. I mean, I have to walk through lane then and kind of like play it slow, because the issue is I don't have ult. Kale also doesn't have ult, and LeBlanc and Ivern aren't on the map, right? Like, no one in the enemy team is on the map, actually. Like, I can't see anyone. They could literally be all in this bush, and I just die. And if I die, by the way, game is just over. Because I'm Magi Rush and Shutdown. I mean, it's not over, because it's still, like, gold or something, but it's pretty over. It's pretty fucking bad. Like, if I do that 2 times, die 2 times, game is actually over, though. Like, I do that once, game is just, like, 10 times harder. If I do that 2 times, game is just, like, fucked, man. So, at the moment, we're down still gold for some reason. Like, 3.5k for whatever reason. I don't know why, but okay. We go Magi into Rabadons, because if you have Magi already with a shit ton of stacks, like this, so you have 130 AP from this, and if you buy Rabadons, you instantly have 500 AP. Pretty cool. And then, I don't know, this guy just gets hooked and gives me a free shutdown for some reason. If you think about it though, like, where else are we gonna walk here on the map? Like, your bot lane is here, they're like lower HP. You also can see Ivern moving towards bot lane before for your basing. These people are pushing, this tower is low, and you see this guy, like, there's just nowhere else you're gonna walk on the map, right? Like, this is just the most obvious play in the world. If you walk anywhere else, then you're just kind of an NPC, I won't lie. I will not lie. The thing is, when there's only one play on the map, then it's kinda obvious where everyone's gonna go. It's more interesting to talk about plays when there are like 2-3 plays on the map and you have to actually decide something. But yeah, I don't know. This guy just dies. Just look for random picks and you're chilling. The thing is, at this point, you have so much damage, you can just kill anyone. And since LeBlanc is dead right now, I'm the strongest person on the map. Because if you look, 3.5k I think gold up on Ivern. I am like, I don't know, 2.3k gold up on Darius. Like 1k only up on LeBlanc. I mean, that's pretty good anyway, I guess. Since I have Magi, it's actually more in terms of actual gold value. I'm probably more like I don't know, an 11k gold champion or a 12k or something. Based on just raw stats, maybe? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. 11 maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. Didn't really calculate. But basically, I'm just really strong compared to everyone, right? But I have to be careful because I'm really squishy. So if I get CC'd once, okay. This thing, though, you have to be like really aware because you have to think like nothing in this game, or well, okay. Nothing in this game is random. Some stuff is random. Fucking crits are random, and also the way the scuttle moves sometimes is random, but nothing like this is random. The scuttle doesn't randomly just stop, you know? Like, a lot of you might just like autopilot and be like, oh, well, why did the scuttle stop? Well, I wonder why it stopped, bro. Surely there's not an Ivern in the bush trying to collect it. That's actually so unlucky though, because he flashed away, and then his disgusting Daisy is just doing a bit too much damage and CCing me for no reason. Like, look at how much damage it did actually. Like, look, he Q'd me. He only Q'd me. And then, like, Daisy hits me. And I lost, like, this amount of it. I was, like, the lowest I was is 900, but you have to realize I'm healing from Scuttle as well. Like, he did, like, 1k damage. Just pressing Q and, like, Daisy hitting me. Jesus Christ. I mean, we just want to escape here. We're, oh, I don't know. We're pretty big shutdown. And, Magi, so. We just chill. No ult, don't need to do too much. Realistically, our biggest issue right now is that they are approaching the soul point at like 3-25 minutes probably. So we need to like deny them at least one dragon, and then we have so much time that we can just 1v5. We just keep looking for picks though. Funnily enough, I was building static, and I didn't kill Shaco here because of that. If I bought AP items, then I would kill him. But I was testing static. It's pretty chill actually, but I think going at here, like right after Magi Rabadons, is not good though. obviously. I think you should go Rocket Belt, and then you can go it, or you go Void Staff, and then you can go it. But I think with this build, it can be pretty decent. But I mean, it's gonna get nerfed next patch anyway. Pretty fun right now, though, because if you're really fed, it lets you actually clear the waves. And also, it lets you AoE and fight. So if you do, like, E, you know, your E is AoE as well anyway. So if you flash it and you E, it hits multiple people. Your static procs, and then you ult, you can legit, like, pentakill 1v5. Like, just pentakill whole enemy team if they stack, you know? So, it can be pretty cool. It's unlikely for that to happen because the AoE is not so big, but possible. Yeah, just keep making picks. Not too much to say here. Realistically, your goal right now is literally just to not die because, again, your big shutdown, you have Magi. If you die a few times, like, the bigger your lead is, the more times you have to die. Like, right now, I would have to die, like, 3 times, and the game is lost, probably. If I die 3 times in a row, the game probably is lost. If I die, like, 2 times in a row, the game is, like, pretty hard. If I die, like, once, it's not so bad, but meh. If I don't die at all, though, the game is, like, pretty chill for me, you know? Because I got so much at this point. We're still down gold, though, as a team. So, we have ult again, so let's look for a fight, right? That's what I always tell people, like, you have ult, let's look for a fight. Nothing to really say here, like, all of the CC that these two champions have, Ivern and Twitch, is reactable, and all the CC that they do have is Daisy third auto attack and Ivern Q, so if you're gonna get hit by that, then just react and ult, and just don't take the kill. If not, no. Twitch is dead now though, so we can do the dragon. I think this Twitch is really tilted because I've been like killing him over and over and I'm kind of one-shotting him. And we have static now. Really cool. Do have to be a bit chill though, because obviously we don't have our ult. Here though, there isn't really much for the enemy to do because you have to realize that the way that this LeBlanc champ works is if she doesn't use both of her Ws, so like the regular W and the ult W, can actually catch her, because what you have to do is you have to stand between her backwards mark and where she is right now, and if she didn't like just completely run the whole time, right, then you can actually Q her here, you can Q her here, like either way you are in range of both. I mean, she has flash here, I don't know why she doesn't use it, but okay, I guess. I mean, it's gold, so not too much to expect, honestly. We got our goal though. Our goal was to get one dragon, right, to deny them from any kind of soul point ideas, so we're gonna get it now. But since enemy has people who are dead, like, I can still look for more picks. The reason I flash on this guy, I usually would tell you don't flash for like a kill, especially when they're like 2 and 5, but you have to realize LeBlanc is dead and Darius is dead, right? If 2 people are dead, no matter how weak your team is, when you're fed, you can just like try to force Baron. Especially when your ult is coming up in 20 seconds, right? So this should now be just like a dragon plus Baron play. So I flashed for that reason. I don't think we end up doing Baron though, for whatever reason. Not really sure why, but okay. I mean, my Thresh just ults like air. I think my Riven dies like to Shaco or something, only one? Or no? No, she didn't. Oh yeah, she did. I mean, she died to Shaco Twitch. I mean, 2 people are dead, we could still do Baron, but I'm just like, whatever, man. My team doesn't have ults now, so meh. It's kind of an unnecessary risk. So at this point, when you're super ahead, right? Like, you get to like level 14, 15, right? And big items, just play for level 16. If you play for level 16 and say like 5, 6 items, you literally one-shot the whole enemy team. So if you look at my ult, it's like 1600 damage when they're in execute range, the static shift proc will do like 460, right? Like we do so much AoE. Then the empowered E as well. It's AoE and it's 175 plus almost 20% health, max health damage, so pretty good. This is what I like though. I can just push this wave, and the next wave I can just static it again. I think this is really helpful in low elo, because these people like are not pushing. Like if you look, most of the time we are the ones getting pushed in. It's kind of annoying. We can see where LeBlanc is. We can see where Darius is. Worst case scenario, I get jumped by Shaco, Twitch, and Ivern. Not that worried. Just taking enemy camps, trying to get 16. Kind of chilling. You can usually guess that this isn't worded. The reason being that... Fuck? What is this vision? That's random as fuck. Oh wait, this is my vision, right? I'm supposed to do it like this. You can guess this isn't worded, because if it was worded, then someone like LeBlanc would just move, right? Like, when you see LeBlanc here, like, there's no way that this is worded. Because if you're 16-0, like, everyone's going to move to you. And that's, at the same time, that is a way to gather some extra info, but it's also a thing to be aware of. Because you can't just walk up to stuff, right? So then enemy team is trying to push mid while I'm in side lane. Pretty usual occurrence, I suppose. They're trying to break my base and do stuff mid, which is interesting. I guess they're trying to like take inhib and stuff, and maybe they were hoping that Shaco like delays my base for, I don't know, a minute and they just end the game. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I suppose. If they manage to do that somehow, then that would be pretty disgusting, yeah. I can see the idea. Here though, like, not too much to really say. But look at the damage though. It's so ill. So ill. I have static with Night Harvester, right? I don't know. I like Night Harvester and elos below like diamond, because you got 20 kills anyway, so you have damage no matter what. Then you have lower cooldown in your ult, because my ult now is 50 seconds, which is pretty chill, I think. If I didn't have it, I don't know, it would be a bit more, but I mean, wait, I mean, I can just check before I bought it. Okay, like here. Same level. Okay, now it's 72, right? And these 15 seconds can actually matter a lot in terms of like carrying a game. Well, the damage that I lose is... I don't really care. Also, I really wanted that cool proc, the static plus Night Harvester, you know, that people play. Or just proc it. For some reason, Night Harvester does, or not Night Harvester, static does proc on your E, but old Duskblade and stuff didn't proc, which is pretty interesting. But this is pretty funny, kinda. Sadly though, I don't think that it procced on these people. We do so much damage, just one-shot everyone. The thing is, if you keep playing for yourself and trying to make sure that you are in a good spot, then at some point, you will be level 16 and enemy will be like level 13, 14, whatever. Like this game. Like LeBlanc is fed and has okay CS to level 13. A normal laner at this minute would be still like a level or two behind where I am right now. At the least, you know. So, I mean, you can't really keep up with someone who has like 8-9 CS a minute while also having 20 kills. This is the most awkward fight in existence though, because every champion enemy team has 50 dashes. So I'm just like trying to get on the enemy, but it's like impossible. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Okay, bro, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And we get Shaco boxed. This is a really satisfying thing though. Just static clearing my waves. And this thing already did 2.7k damage, which is pretty interesting. I'm not really sure if this is worth it. It's fun though, and it does a decent amount of damage, so why not, I suppose. I mean, probably, like, how much did it do there again? If we look, 2.7, and then after Eing him, I think it's on 3.1. Ooh, even more. What the fuck? Like 400 or what? I guess. I mean, if I had like, if I had Pen, it'd do even more. If I had Rocket Belt or Void Staff or something, he does have a bit of a Mars, so. Oh no, I think it's pretty cool. I think Blitzbane would probably do more. In terms of single target, it would for sure do more, but I think in a team fight, this will actually do the most damage out of anything in an AoE. And really, my main goal is to get people into execute range, so I think for carrying a game, when you're really fed, this is really good as an item. If you're behind, if enemy has a lot of MR, this is not good. If, I don't know, you need like actual single target damage, this is not good. But if all you want is AoE damage and to one-shot enemies in a team fight or something, this is good, in my opinion. Having some fun against the LeBlanc champion. Most fun champ in the game. But like this damage, no, it's so funny. It's so fucking funny, man. 3.1? Did 1k damage again. I don't know, pretty cool. You should try this if you get really fed. I think it's funny. I mean, at this point, I don't think it's very hard to carry the game. At this point, we're actually ahead in gold. But I think most of that is on me anyway. Because if you look, I'm 10k gold ahead of the enemy jungler. My mid laner is still down gold. My ADC is still down gold. My top laner is still down gold. Wait. Wait, my whole team is still behind. I mean, that's funny. That is funny. I see, yeah. But this is the main issue you usually had with Evelynn, is you would get like 50 kills, right? Whatever. But then, I mean, you could do like objectives, you could do whatever, right? But it kind of feels meh to hit the towers, right? And push waves. But now it doesn't feel so bad, right? Because you just do the static shift shit for now. It probably won't be good at all anymore when static shift gets nerfed, but I think it's pretty chill right now. You can actually like hit a wave and just kill it. Wild. This is really obnoxious as well for the enemy, because usually what ends up happening at this point in the game as Evelynn is you would just look for picks randomly, like you would enable your teammates to take the tower, because it feels pretty shit to walk up to the tower yourself. I mean, you can technically just stand here and like walk up to the tower and hit it, but the problem is people usually just jump on you and try to CC you and shit, and you can't really do that much to them under the tower. I mean, you can try to combo them, but it can be like kind of awkward. Usually the approach that people take is they try to like play behind the towers and like dive and like enable your teammates to take the towers or whatever. But I think it's pretty chill, you just take the stuff yourself. And when they try to match you and stop you from pushing it down, then you just have your teammates take the towers because there are less people here, right? So this guy ends up taking tower, these guys end up getting matched, I end up taking inhib, right? Pretty chill thing that you get enabled for. I kind of like it. The problem is usually also you run out of mana when you're trying to like push waves. I mean, I have blue buff right now, but still, usually run out of mana when you stay in side lane too long as Evelynn. So now I'm just looking for a pick. I'm pretty sure Ivan will walk mid, but I walk too far up and I get spotted by the tower. Was kind of an awkward angle. But yeah. We just keep taking the waves. Enemy team can't play the game. I'm playing to get people to come to me, because it's easier for me to get them to come to me than it is for me to come to them, because they will sit in their towers, right? But if they come to me, I can actually fight them. And also my Kale gets 16 for free, so pretty good on that as well. At some point, enemy team died so many times that, like, at this stage in the game, like, I have 25 kills, and so, like, some of my teammates are actually catching up. I mean, this guy is still down gold. And this guy. I mean, this guy is catching up, I guess. But, I mean, they can kind of play now, right? I think they're higher level, though, probably, my teammates. Yeah, like, top lane is 2 levels up, my mid lane is same level. My bot lane I can't see because enemy's dead. But yeah, just keep playing this. But the funny thing is, I actually get stat checked here because my E breaks. This is the really disgusting thing about Evelynn. And this is like one of the reasons I really don't enjoy playing this champ higher elo, because everyone breaks your E. Like, you just walk up and I'm not allowed to use my E here. I'm supposed to only use my auto attacks, but I used my E anyway. And he uses E at the same time, so my E breaks and I just use 0 damage. Crazy, right? Crazy wild. He bought 1 MR item, and suddenly I am getting stat checked. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, ending the game from this point is like really simple. You just take the Baron. That's all you have to play for. You take the Baron, and then you take these 2 towers, you take the inhibs, and you will always end the game. 3 inhibs plus Baron, 3-1. As you can see, that's what I'm playing for as well. Take the Baron. Go to mid and top. Look for pick, possibly. Still looking for a pick. As I said, it's kind of hard to get on the enemy, but I can just play with my teammates, buff this wave. If nothing happened here, I would also like flank this and try to dive here. And this should just be game ending. Like, there's no way for the enemy to defend. You just end the game and you're chilling, and you won. And at the end of the game, some of my teammates were actually up gold, and by some I mean my Riven, who was. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.